Okay, here we go. We've got a Protoss player, bottom right. Got me top. My Zergs, by the way, or my drones, like glitched out, and he like went through the mineral patch. Probably lost, I don't know, 16 minerals in the beginning because of weird game spaghetti code mechanics. That kind of, I was like, oh god. So again, Protoss, right? So I think the last time I showed Protoss, I was really pushing for the Hydra Bust, trying to get there earlier. Maybe doing a little bit with the Lings in the beginning, and messing with them. So I went for a 9 pool, or no, I went for an over pool here. So I went population to 9, Overlord, then I dropped the spawning pool, and then I went, I think, 6 Zerglings, etc. That was the plan. And then I would follow up with some Hydra pressure, do the Hydra bust that way. Got lucky with the scout, sent the Overlord in the right spot. What actually? Look at this, 2 Overlords. God, I don't know why I do this, but like there's not much going on right now. But I've been making this extra Overlord for whatever reason, and it's costing me so much. Like my spawning pool should be down as of like, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds ago, maybe sooner, because I would have the money. And I was trying to figure out, I was like, man, there's no reason why I shouldn't have the spawning pool down. And then I saw this other Overlord pop, and I was like, oh, God. So I was like, oh, dude, my Zerglings are going to be so late. So I was kind of mad at myself here. You have... This is different. Most Protoss players as of late, and I see this, right? Most Protoss players as of late, they go for the gateway, even a double gateway. So they're normally making zealots. This guy went with the forge first and started putting a cannon down. I was like, oh man, nice. And my Overlord sees that, and I was like, oh god, I gotta get out of the way. I figured there was going to be absolutely no pressure because of that. So I wasn't worried about my own safety. So what I ended up doing was I was kind of making the decision, do I want to spend my first 100 gas on upgrading into Zergling speed with my pool here, or do I want to spend my first 100 gas on the layer and go into lurkers maybe? So I was like, well, I'm not going to do much with Zerglings. I was like, I'll make my 6 Zerglings, send them down, and then maybe do some lurker stuff if I can. With my Hydras here. So honestly, with going Hydra bust, I could have focused more heavily on maybe just getting my macro up, getting my drone supply to where it needed to be, and then having my gas simply just for the Hydralisk production, the upgrades they need. So I was gonna do a run by, and then I noticed, because my Overlord isn't there anymore, I noticed that, oh, he still only has 1 cannon there. So he's been just like doing heavy probe stuff. So I was like, okay, here's some serious damage I'm gonna do here, and I kind of hyper focused on this because you can see my money pooling up here. I have the drone going down for the expansion, but I was with only 3 Zerglings. I really wanted to micro these and get a lot of damage on his economy with these probes coming down. Because 3 Zerglings are dangerous, but if you don't take care of them, the probes can actually handle them somewhat well. So I mean, his probe count is now almost equal to my drones. So he was bleeding really hard there. So I figured, okay, I have my Hydralisk down. I think I start with this next a little bit of gas here. I put a 3rd hatchery down also. I was like, with this next 150 gas, I was going to start range. Okay, I built 1 Hydra. There's the range. And I remember last time on my previous attempt at a Hydra bust that I went speed first, and I was like, okay, maybe I can hit his forge from a distance and literally make him completely useless because he doesn't have his gateway yet. I was looking for if he was making a gateway with my overlord here, because I was trying to make that decision if he makes the gateway and he has units, speed is probably better to be able to kite his zealots around. Like he wouldn't be able to keep up with how quick the hydras are after they get upgraded. But my range upgrades kind of getting close to finishing as I come down here, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just have a couple hydras just take this out, this forge out, so that I don't have to worry about any more cannons. And I made these two hatcheries and the layer here rally only. I was only going to make hydras from these two, so that I was, you know, at least still adding to my army over time. And then this hatchery was going to be economic only. I was only going to make drones from this one, overlords, etc. And I hit a cap on my population here pretty soon, so I was not paying attention to that. But I was trying to figure out how to hit this, and I was like, normally I can just hit it without the cannons, but the other thing that I realized is this guy built a cannon next to his forge. Normally, the gateway is here, and the cannons are behind those two buildings, and maybe there's an extra pylon down here or something with the wall. So I was like, okay, well, range was actually useless because he built his wall different. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just make... He's got two cybernetics cores here. I'm not sure. That might have been an error. Cannons coming down. But anyway, that was something to kind of take in consideration too. And I don't know. I think I should have speed started here soon. If I don't... Here's my two overlords I made. Droning with this one. Hydras with this one. Oh, speed looks like it's already done. They're moving pretty quick. So then, yeah, he only has those two cannons, and then the forge goes down. I'm not quite sure. His MMR was the same as mine. Like, we're both like upper 1300s, and I was just kind of blown away by his, I don't want to say double Stargate. I don't want to say he was, like, I put on early pressure and he fell behind because of that. But then he sees these hydras kind of just trying to figure out how to kill this forge, and he had like this lack of like understanding it, that he's in danger. I mean, he is sitting on money here. Why he would have not thrown, if he had more cannons, I might have had a little bit harder time getting in, but like I think he was just in his own little world here. So this particular Hydra bust, I think, was against someone who isn't up to snuff, but it was still good practice to try and get my stuff down there as quick as possible. I mean, I had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 9, 12, 15, you know, so I had about 17 Hydras going down, and my economy was doing decent. I think you're supposed to have like 23, and you can make nonstop Hydras from all three. So once you hit 23, you're sending. And I had this down here at about, you know, 6.5 minutes. I would have been able to put on pressure if he would have built his wall correctly. And I say that correctly. Actually, the way he built it kind of deterred me earlier than as if he would have done it what they consider meta. But I don't know. I think we had a little bit better of a plan this time. So if I can do this same thing to someone who possibly has a little bit more alert, I think we'd see a better game. So anyway, GG.